Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, back on the 2CV, and what we're going to do in this one is get rid of the teeth off the front bumper, which I've decided I don't like anymore. And also, these rubber bits have perished. Well, this one's perished, this one's completely disappeared on this side as well. They're just for the bonnet to sit on. So I decided to order a couple of those. I've got some other bits as well, but I'll put those in a different video. And yeah, what I'm going to do is get these off and get the front bumper off to fit these as well, because it looks like you have to take the front bumper off. That'll make it a bit easier. So I'm going to see what it looks like without these when I put it back on. And yeah, that's it for this one, so let's get cracking. So I've already made a start getting these loose, so I'll just carry on getting this off. And I sprayed a bit of WD-40 on these before as well to make sure they were going to come off. They did have to be forced a little bit, but they weren't too bad. So that's the first one. And problem number one already with this, it looks like it's not actually coming loose. It's just spinning inside there, so I'm going to have to just see if I've got anything that I can get the other side from. Hopefully it can. Just give it another little go for a bit and see if it's going to move or not. Yeah, definitely think that's just spinning round and round, so let's have a look. Okay, so that was a bit fiddly. I had to get on the underside of that, but that's off now. They're both 10mm, by the way, the underside and the top as well. So two 10mm spanners either side of that one, and it's got it loose. This one's loose as well. And now, if I can show you underneath here, hopefully you can see that there's another bolt underneath, so I'm just going to undo those now. Hopefully that's a little bit easier. Okay, so again that was just a 10mm, so there's one on the underside as well and on the top, so that's off. Quite a lot of rust and paint discoloration etc on that, so that one's off, and there you can see it then reveals the bolt for the bumper as well. So I'm just going to do the same the other side, won't bother filming that, and then we'll get back to getting the bumper off as well. Okie dokie, so that's the 4 bolts off, the 4 10mm bolts and the 2 kind of teeth that go on the front. I don't really know what the official name for them is. And now we've just got the 2 bolts of the front bumper. And I'll give this thing a clean off as well, because as you can see there's quite a lot of dirt and dust that's collected here, especially around this bit because I had that rope around the front. So yeah, if you have seen that on any cars, or if you've seen it on my car, remember to take that off before storing it. Maybe just put it on when you're taking it out on a dry day. But yeah, it does seem to have collected quite a lot of dirt and grease etc from being around the bumper. So yeah, we'll get the bumper off, we'll get it cleaned up, and we'll see if we can get these rubber grommets on there, and that'll be a job well done. Okie dokie, so that was actually really straightforward to get that off in the end. It was just the 2 bolts at the front holding it on. Luckily it looked like they've been looked after. They were pretty new and had a bit of grease on them, so they came off straight away. There was no issues with those. Managed to just crack them and then use my fingers to loosen those off. So yeah, I'm just going to give this a quick wash down, and then we'll look at getting those replacement grommets in there. Okay, so the bumper's all cleaned up now and dried off. I've got all the grease and grime off it as best I can. So yeah, I managed to get the old grommet out. That was a bit of a nuisance, but it was just a pull through in the end. I just pulled it through and it popped through. and I just need to get the new ones in there now and we can put it back on. So these are the new rubber grommets and they feel amazingly better than the old ones in terms of their kind of material build quality. And yeah, I get all my parts from ECAS 2CV parts. If you want 2CV parts, check those guys out. Always quick delivery and they've always got what I need as well. So yeah, these two grommets just need to go in there now, so let's get on and do that. Okay, so update. After about half an hour of failing to be able to get these through, I've ended up pretty much destroying these. They're only cheap luckily, but yeah, they just do not want to go through. I tried Fairy Liquid, Vaseline on them, just could not get them through, so I've kind of got them through a little bit, and that's just going to have to do for now. So if anyone's got any tips for how to get these through, please let me know. I can see that there's a sort of seam where they need to come up to sit in with the metal, but yeah, I just could not get those through, so I'm just going to have to leave them like that for now. So I'm going to get the bumper reattached, and yeah, if anyone could help me out with that, I can take off the bumper again and have another go, maybe order some new ones because they're shredded now, unfortunately. But it's better than I had before because I basically only had one and it was kind of finished anyway, so it is a slight improvement, but yeah, I don't recommend that job to anyone. Very frustrating trying to get those through. So we'll get that bumper back on, and yeah, it's a half-finished job unfortunately, and we've had some more casualties down here. The tape's come off as well, but the bumper's a bit cleaner. That tape is a cheap repair as well, and yeah, we'll see what it looks like without the front teeth as well. Okie doke, so they're back on. Unfortunately, the bumper doesn't sit quite as well without those because obviously the teeth at the front kind of hold this bit down as well. It is still on securely, it's definitely not going anywhere. But yeah, not quite as secure, but we'll leave it at that for now. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. The results weren't as great as I was hoping, especially with those rubber things. I do like the cleaner look of the front end though. I think that looks really nice now. They may be required, these things, to hold the bumper on fully, but I think those two bolts at the front feel fairly secure, so I'm not worried about it coming off or anything like that. The rubbers are helping a little bit now and it's better than nothing, but yeah, if anyone could let me know how to get those through easily, maybe I can revisit that and pop those in a little bit easier and get them seated properly. But yeah, that was an absolute nightmare by all accounts trying to get those through. So here's the old pieces. Both of these are actually cracked as well actually, so they will need replacing at some point. I assume you can just replace the plastic on the front maybe. If it is plastic, yeah, it feels like plastic. But yeah, hope you like the content. There's more stuff coming soon, so hit that subscribe button and I'll be doing more updates. Next, I think we're doing the exhaust.